What's up, 55 penguins? Here to look at Simpson diversity index. So the formula is 1 minus the summation of little n over big N, and then we're going to square it. Where little n is going to be the total organisms of a particular species, and capital M is going to be the total number of all of the species. So in a community of penguins, there are 3 different types of penguins shown in the table below. Determine the Simpson diversity index of the community. And so, as I said, we're going to use the summation. So that means that I need to solve the Adele, the Gentoo, and the littles. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sub them in. So I've got 1 minus, which we have in our formula. And then I'm going to put all my summations together so I can add those all together before I do the 1 minus. So I need to figure out what my capital N is. So 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 13 is 27. So my capital N is going to be 27 for each of these. And so then I look at the numerator, and the numerator is going to be the number that I have for the Adele. So there's the 6. The number I have for the Gentoo, there's the 8. And the number I have for the littles, there's the 13. So 6 divided by 27 is going to give you 0.22, and then you're going to square that. And then 8 divided by 27 is going to be 0.296, and then you'll square that. And then 13 divided by 27 is 0.481, and then you'll square that. Okay, so if we go ahead and square those and then we add them together, I get 0.369. And so the last step is going to be 1 minus that value, which that tends to be a common mistake. A lot of students forget to do the 1 minus. Like you've done all this work to do the summation that you just forget the last step, which is 1 minus. So you subtract it, and then your Simpson's diversity index is going to be 0.631. So go ahead and pause the video, see if you can solve this problem. A student researcher wants to investigate diversity of the school garden, determine the Simpson's diversity index from the garden data. So here we now have 4 different species. So I want to mention for a quick second that the last one we were looked at had a species richness of 3. There were 3 different penguins. Now in this community, we're going to see that there is a species richness of 4. There are 4 different species, okay? So that is kind of important for you to kind of think about when you're doing ecology. Anyways, so let's sub it into this equation. So we're going to do our 1 minus, okay, and then we'll have each of the individual ones. So here's our spider, black ant, bee, and then our horsefly. The denominator is going to be the total number. So 6 plus 2 gives me 8, plus 1 gives me 9, plus 16 gives me 25. So the denominator for each of these is going to be 25. And the numerator is the number that I have. So here's my spiders. There's 2. There's my black ant, which is 6, my bee, which is 1, and then my horsefly, that is 16. We go ahead and we divide. So 2 divided by 25 is 0.08. 6 divided by 25 is 0.24. 1 divided by 25 is 0.04. And 16 divided by 25 is 0.64. We square each of those and get those values. We add them together and we get 1 minus 0.4752. And as I said, that tends to be where students forget to do this last step. So when we do our subtraction, we get 0.5248. Hope this was helpful. Remember, eat 5 penguins, just success. Bye, all.